What is good, Showdown connoisseurs and people of YouTube? Welcome back to Unhinged Society. And tonight we will be having a discussion about Mega Clefable. Now, we don't have definitive proof or concrete evidence that we will be receiving Mega Clefable. However, we do have Central Leaks with his concrete list of leaked megas, who hasn't missed at all, because every mega on his leaked list has been showcased so far by the Pokemon company Game Freak, Nintendo. Every mega that they've revealed, Greninja, Delphox, Hawlucha, Chestnut, Malamar, has been on that mega list. Clefable's also on the list, so we will be discussing it. Mega Clefable's stats and where the possible allocation for its mega points could be distributed will be the topic of today's discussion video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So, looking at Clefable, it's a pretty solid mon. You know, receiving the fairy type in exchange for normal has been a blessing for it. Its stats are exactly enough for it to hold on to its spot in OU, right? It's nothing too crazy. It's pretty basic. You got 394 HP if you do maximum investment, 306 in SPDEF if you go calm, careful, whichever one, and max it out. And you do have a max of what? 273 in defense if you go bold, if I'm not mistaken. 269 actually, just short of 273. Now, we've been told that Clefable becomes the flying and fairy type upon mega evolving. And with that, I say expect to see a boost in its special defense. So like we have in previous videos, we're going to use this bar right here to allocate our mega stat points from, and when they are complete, it'll be at 0 and our theorizing will come to an end. Now right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead straight to Mega Clefable's stats. I'm taking 30 from this pool right here. It's going to leave us with 70, and I'm throwing that 30 right into its special defense. I want to see Mega Clefable with a SPDEF stat of 120, right? Because if you're going to be taking the flying type on, you're going to need increased defenses. And I'm going to go ahead and take 20 more from this pool, and I'm throwing that into defense. We need to see 93 defense on Mega Clefable, 93 or higher, right? Now, with 50 points left to distribute, I think it's safe to say that we can take 20 points from here and throw that into special attack. I think 115 special attack is completely where Clefable needs to sit at. Now with 30 points left over, I don't know if they would put any into its speed stat. Clefable doesn't really need speed as it's a bulkier mon. I personally would throw 10 into its defense, actually bring it up to 103, and leaving us with 20. Honestly, Clefable's such a good mon already. When it gets this Mega Stone, it's definitely going to become a force to be reckoned with, right? We're not even through with distributing the stat points, and it's already sitting at some pretty godlike stats, you know, 95 HP, 103 defense, 115 special attack, 120 SPDEF, and it really doesn't need anything to add it to its speed stat because it's always been a slower mon. Wish Protect, Stealth Rock utility. So really, we could honestly say 130 SPDEF, leaving us with 10. And I don't want to get into any hope maxing over here. I don't think its defense stat is going to really go up that high. But we do have 10 points left over with that we're not really doing anything with, so it could either go either way. It could reach 70 speed, which I honestly doubt they're going to do. I think we're going to see a defense stat similar to this, because if it's taking on the flying type, it's going to need additional defenses to be justified running it over Magic Guard Clefable or Unaware Clefable. Because with Magic Guard, you're going to be ignoring the stealth rocks that you would now be taking super effective damage from as a fairy and flying type. So I don't know what the ability is going to be, but if we strictly invest in if we strictly invest in defense, special attack, and special defense for its mega stats, Mega Clefable is definitely going to be the king or queen of OU. Looking at his defense, if we go invested with the bold nature, that's 357. If we do calm, that's 394 special attack. No one really goes max with special attack, but that would be 361. And again, it doesn't need to use its speed stat, and it definitely doesn't need to use its attack stat unless it's like running knockoff for something really specific, which are really minuscule situations. So not too long of a video, I don't really need to drag this out. This would be a pretty optimal stat spread for Mega Clefable if I was the one distributing the stats. But we'll have to see how it goes. Who knows, maybe Game Freak gives it a huge speed boost. I doubt they make it a physical attacker, but they can do whatever they want, it's their game. So that is it for this video. Again, hit the comment section, let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions. If you have any difference in ideas of where you think the stats will be placed for Mega Clefable. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.